Black women. Black women, this is the mayor of Blacktown. Today is Tuesday, April 9, 2013, and of course I'm making this video because I just watched a video by Sotomayor. And the video was, he says he's going to let black women eat cake. And I'm making this video to say I'm the first black man on YouTube to remind you all, to tell you all that you're in a gender war. And you all didn't want to listen to me or unite with me like you should. And of course, now you have to deal with Sotomayor saying the bad things about you that he does. Some of the things and many of the things are very truthful. Sometimes he mentions feminism. I mention feminism all the time, not just sometimes. I talk about where you get the attitude from, black woman. Yeah, I talk about where you get that attitude from. And the fact that you didn't want to unite with me or support me is now evident in the fact that you've got to deal with Sotomayor airing our dirty laundry in front of the world, all over the World Wide Web, about this gender war of words. But it's a gender war that you started, black woman, because you joined with white feminists in the 1960s and 70s. You abandoned and deserted our black power movements that we were starting in the 1960s. Yep, it's all your fault, black woman, but I'm just saying that I'm not part of these men who say they want to run to women from other races, because I think that's laziness. I think black men need to man up, although it's paradoxical because he didn't have a father like I did, so he doesn't understand how to fix things like a man is supposed to. Yeah, you see, I had a father with a bunch of tools, wrenches and pliers and saws, and my father was always fixing something, so I saw a man working. Yeah, I wasn't raised by a single mom who all he saw his mother do was dressing up to be pretty. I had a strong father. And that's how boys have seen, that's what boys have seen 99% of the time that boys have been on the earth. He saw men working. Yeah, boys must see men working, chopping down trees, working. So we have a crisis, a major crisis in the black community, and quite frankly, white boys are having a problem too, except white boys are fighting back. He's having temper tantrums in the form of school shootings because he doesn't see men in his lives. He may see them on TV, but that's fictional. Iron Man and Batman and Superman is fictional. Yeah, boys need to see men working. Single moms, it doesn't work. Female-headed public schools, it doesn't work. Yeah, boys have always learned from men. This is the first time in history where women had so much influence and control in the lives of boys and men. But the purpose of this video was just to say that the men of Blacktown, we love black women. And like I've told some people in debates, why is it and how is it that every other man on earth can get what he wants out of the black woman, but you can't, black man? And God meant the black woman for you. That's just the type of laziness. Yeah. But like I said, many black men, they didn't have fathers, so they don't know how to fix things. They don't understand how to fix things. They don't understand that's what men do. That's what our brains and our bodies are designed to do. Fix things. Fix. Build. That's what every other man on this earth does, except you, black man. Although, ironically, we built the pyramids, and the pyramids will be standing when every other man on this earth is gone, along with what they built. Strange irony, isn't it? Strange irony. But like I said, the point and purpose of this video was just to to disassociate myself from the vile comments about black women without talking about where black women get these feminist attitudes from. And of course, Sotomayor is somewhat of what could be called a shock jock. Yeah, a shock jock. And there are many shock jocks emerging on YouTube. That's a new movement. Yep, that's a new movement. Online DJs. Yep, people who like DJs who curse. Shock jocks, they're called. Yeah. And that's in a way what Tommy Sotomayor is. He's a shock jock. Yeah, he deals with gender politics. But like I said, black woman, this is the mayor of Blacktown, and I was the first to declare that you were in a gender war with us because white women have been coaching you. Yeah, for 40 years. White women have been coaching black women to attack black men and to male bash us, blah, 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 and you've been doing it. Black women, you have not done anything to come from being under the influence of white feminists. Yeah. The biggest thing you did to indict yourself or to embarrass yourself was to say that you couldn't find any good black men and that there was a shortage of good black men. Yeah, I remember that being in the media. You got on Nightline and the March 3rd, 2003 issue of Newsweek that I show in all of my videos, talking about how you couldn't find any good black men because you couldn't, you're more successful, blah, blah, blah. And then 10 years later, in the year 2000, the big controversy became, why do black men marry white women? Yeah. Yeah, well, that crushed your myth about there being a shortage of good black men. Yeah, that myth has been crushed forever. And of course, like I always say, the rise of President Obama, the election, the selection and the election of President Obama has just obliterated, like an atomic bomb, the myth of there being a shortage of good black men. There is no shortage of good black men. Black woman, you attained the success that feminism set out to do by empowering you, and now you're still not satisfied. So that is what leads to a Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, that's the Frankenstein you created. You created Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah. Yeah, by male bashing black men for 40 years. You created this monster. You created sagging pants. Yeah, the evidence is god-awful overwhelming. And when you don't talk about this black woman, you indict yourself. Yeah. And another thing, when the only thing you talk about are women's issues, that's retarded. That means you're not a leader. Okay? Feminism is just riddled with contradictions and hypocrisy. And it leads to a Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, and I just had to make this video as a disclaimer. Yeah, because I just made a video where he made a good point. He was making some good points. Very, very, very good points about Michelle Obama calling herself a single mom. And of course, when you think about it, mainstream media, they didn't jump on that. But if she said that she were a queen and that President Obama was her king, mainstream media, they would get on that. Oh yeah. See, so somebody has to really, really analyze what black people say to recognize the subtle forms of racism and slave thinking. Yeah, Michelle Obama, she can call herself a single mom because her husband is always trying to save the world because he is the president, duh. But if she had said, I'm just a queen on the throne with my king, the media would have jumped all on that. Yeah, they would have chastised her and scolded her and told her, don't you dare call yourself a queen, blah, blah, blah. And, she's off script. Yeah. So we're in the information age, and wow, there is a lot of information to keep up with. Lot of videos, a lot of he say, she say, a lot of hearsay, lot to keep up with. But black people, you have to get your bearings. We didn't come this far for nothing. Black woman, you are in big trouble. You are in big trouble, and you're being held up to scrutiny, and you can't take it. You can't take being scrutinized. Yeah. Now, there's a difference between being scrutinized and being criticized. You can't take neither. Yeah. Yeah. You can't take the scrutiny. You spend all of your money on orange hair and blue hair and these different hair colors because you want to be appealed to someone. Yeah. And that's in your DNA. That's why women spend billions on makeup, because that is in your DNA. See, that's what I preach. I preach what a woman's DNA is. I don't expect women to be men like feminists have lied to you and told you. And like I always say in my videos, like Satan does when he tells women. Like when Satan told Eve and when Satan told Delilah and Jezebel. That's how Satan works. Satan always goes to women. Yeah. Yeah, the evidence is just overwhelming. I just had to make this video. All the strong black men, if you love black women, let me hear you say amen.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, 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 to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into